brown gloves crawling across the road like little things like that. Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I've got some crazy cool creatures I am so thrilled to have found recently. Normally the tarantulas here are easiest to find during their fall breeding season when it looks like just a bunch of black and brown gloves crawling across the road like little things like that. And sometimes after a bunch of heavy rain they come out, but doing some dirt work recently, somebody moved a rock. Under that rock was this. They immediately got a hold of me. Hey, did you want to check out this tarantula? And I said, absolutely. And then the homeowner's like, we don't really want that here. And I said, seriously? Like, I'll bring it home for my children, to check out. Then we're going to let it go. But how cool is that? But that's not all. See, in my absence and while I'm gone, my children are keeping the homestead safe, and this one is just shy of 6 feet. This is a 5-foot, 11-inch black rat snake. It's a little dirty, and it's about to shed, so its eyes are glossed over, and it can't really see. Hence, I don't want to cause it too much trouble, have it mistake me for a threat, get defensive, and bite me, but let's see if I can actually stretch this out a little bit. Yeah, and if I held that next to me, if it's straightened, this thing is awesome. Absolutely big beast of a snake, very cool creature to see and to have around, but the problem is on a homestead, you got two options. One, you build everything for your eggs and your chicks and your quail and your little guys. You build it secure enough that these can't get in. That's why we like hardware cloth for things. If you got little 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch squares of metal, this is not getting in. However, if you have chicken wire or stuff like that, what'll happen is these guys will come in, they'll swallow your animal that can't get out, they've got captive prey, and then they'll have this big lump in them where they're not able to get out. And then you catch them that way. Pretty sure some of what this has on it right now may be defecation. So I'm gonna wash my hands and show you a snake that I think is even cooler for this area. See, now this next snake here, it is one of my favorites. I was at this job site and I saw it periscoping from out under a massive rock. And I really felt like hurling my 200-pound body through the air, trying to jump on it, grab it, and catch it, but I'm standing there next to my workmate and the homeowners, the older man and wife, and I'm like, this is first day on the job. I don't think this is the first impression that I want to make. So thankfully, a couple days later, doing some dirt work and coming across the area, wow, is this guy. This is a Coachwhip. This is only the 3rd one I've ever caught in my entire life, and they are super alert, super with it. Look at that color transition. Do you guys see that? It just wants to haul off right now. These guys can go like 15 miles an hour. Fastest snake in North America. Can you see that? Long, slender, and braided like a Coachwhip is how they look. These guys are super with it. I don't know if it'll hold its head still long enough. It's like a supercomputer just processing. You can tell it's calculating a lot of stuff. And they are super... I don't know if I can get that there. Maybe. They've got a nice black tongue, big alert eyes, absolutely crazy creature. Thankfully, I was able to catch it before it hit the woods because these guys are super fast, very alert, just incredible. Just incredible. Only the 3rd one I've ever caught in my entire life. Twice I had to pull over a vehicle, jump in the ditch and go chasing it off in the woods or into the ditch, into the field. And this one, thankfully, was on some cleared land we had cleared for a basement, and it was just cutting across. I jumped off the skid steer, ran across, and was able to get a hold of this thing before it made it to the woods. And it's one thing trying to catch something that's heading up to 15 miles an hour. crazy, fast, slender, just hauling. And if you grab it, they're often going to be defensive and go for the face. Okay, these are not just to look cool. They have a safety feature, protect the eyes, right? But then once they're out of the open and they're in the underbrush, boy, it's a lot harder to run through greenbrier and, you know, all sorts of different shrubs and poison ivy and stuff to chase something. I wish these would chase people as much as some claim, because if I'm just living my life and randomly snakes would come flying out of stuff to try to get me, that would be so much cooler. It just doesn't happen that way for me. But look at this guy. It is an incredible, impressive snake. I'm gonna see if I can get a good look at its face for you guys, because it is worth it. I was showing some people this creature. Yesterday, and they were just impressed at how like velvety the head looked. Just alert with it, crazy, absolutely awesome. What a creature. It seems unusually intelligent for a snake, as far as just the wild snakes around here, and I really enjoy encountering them. So yeah, beautiful Coachwhip. Like I said, I really like that color transition. I mean, if you hold it like this, it looks like two different snakes. Showed somebody a picture and they're like, wow, those two are pretty cool. You know, they didn't know that was one single snake. They thought it was holding two different creatures because it looks like that. But very cool. Some of them around here are more kind of reddish or pinkish. This one's kind of more just the off-white eggshell type color. And I think this one we're just gonna let go right here on our homestead. I don't mind if there's more of these in the area. They are super cool. Happy to see them, happy to catch them, and glad to be able to hold a creature like this in my hand and then safely release it back into the wild. This one actually too has never tried to bite me, which is awesome, and I've really appreciated its patience with me. We'll put it that way. We'll see you next time. Pop out.